Most people assume chronic fatigue is about needing more sleep, more rest, or a lighter schedule. The reality is more specific and more biological. Dr. Mercola explains that chronic fatigue syndrome, documented in medical literature as myalgic encephalomyelitis, is fundamentally a problem of cellular energy production. The mitochondria, the structures inside cells that generate energy, stop functioning efficiently. The result is exhaustion that does not resolve with sleep and that appears after even minimal physical or mental activity. Understanding that the problem is mitochondrial rather than psychological changes the entire framework for what might actually help.
Welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom. Stay informed with quick, easy-to-listen summaries of our latest articles, perfect for when you're on the go. No reading required. Subscribe for free at mercola.com for the latest health insights.
Hello, and welcome to Dr. Mercola's Cellular Wisdom.
Molecular hydrogen has emerged in research as a genuinely unusual candidate for addressing this problem. Unlike most antioxidants, which are large molecules that cannot easily enter cellular compartments, hydrogen is the smallest molecule in existence. It moves freely across cell membranes and into mitochondria directly. Once there, research shows it selectively neutralizes the most destructive reactive oxygen species, specifically hydroxyl radicals and peroxynitrite, without interfering with the signaling functions of milder reactive molecules that the body actually needs for normal cellular communication.
The oxidative stress connection to fatigue is well established. During physical exertion, muscle cells produce elevated levels of reactive oxygen molecules, including hydrogen peroxide. In parallel, nitric oxide produced in muscle tissue reacts with superoxide to form peroxynitrite, one of the most destructive oxidants the body generates. Together, these reactions overwhelm the cell's protective systems and disrupt mitochondrial metabolism. Dr. Mercola notes that in people with chronic fatigue syndrome, this disruption appears to occur even at minimal exertion levels, suggesting the mitochondria are operating below the threshold of normal resilience.
Studies in both animals and humans support hydrogen's practical effects on fatigue markers. Research shows hydrogen-rich water consumption improves endurance, reduces blood lactate, a marker of metabolic stress during exertion, and lowers subjective reports of exhaustion during and after physical stress. A clinical mini-review of hydrogen-rich water in people with chronic fatigue syndrome found that moderate daily intake over extended periods led to measurable improvements in fatigue and physical function in early pilot trials. Researchers also documented that hydrogen targets the underlying biological drivers of the illness, oxidative stress and chronic inflammatory signaling.
The cellular mechanism extends beyond simply scavenging reactive molecules. Dr. Mercola highlights research showing that molecular hydrogen stabilizes the mitochondrial electron transport chain, the sequence of protein complexes through which electrons pass to generate cellular energy. Disruption of electron transport is one of the primary mechanisms through which oxidative stress produces fatigue. Hydrogen also activates the NRF2 pathway, the body's master internal antioxidant regulatory system, which upregulates the production of glutathione and other protective molecules the cell manufactures itself.
Safety considerations support practical use. Molecular hydrogen has a well-documented safety record and is already recognized as a food additive in several regulatory systems. The therapeutic doses used in fatigue research involve only small amounts of hydrogen gas, approximately 80 milliliters per day. For context, deep-sea divers routinely breathe gas mixtures containing hydrogen concentrations, orders of magnitude higher without toxicity. Hydrogen-rich water is the most accessible form for most people. Hydrogen tablets that dissolve in water to produce the dissolved gas are also widely available.
Dr. Mercola situates hydrogen therapy within a broader mitochondrial support framework. Reducing seed oils, which introduce polyunsaturated fats that are highly vulnerable to oxidative damage inside mitochondrial membranes, addresses one of the primary environmental drivers of mitochondrial dysfunction. Consuming adequate carbohydrates ensures mitochondria have the substrate they need for efficient energy production. Regular sunlight exposure supports cellular energy through its effects on cytochrome C oxidase, the terminal enzyme in the electron transport chain. Hydrogen therapy works most effectively as part of this kind of comprehensive mitochondrial restoration approach. None of these elements alone produces transformation. The combination is what shifts the mitochondrial environment meaningfully enough to register in daily energy and endurance.
Here's the question worth sitting with. If persistent fatigue is a problem you deal with regularly, have you ever approached it specifically from a mitochondrial angle? Or have you only tried rest, stimulants, or general lifestyle changes that never really addressed the cellular energy side? Drop a comment and let us know what has actually moved the needle for your energy levels and what you tried that produced no result.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Mercola Cellular Wisdom. See you in the next episode.
Looking for trusted health wisdom you can hold in your hands? Discover the life-changing books of Dr. Mercola at joyhousepublishing.com. These titles bring decades of natural health research into practical steps for better energy, stronger immunity, and clearer thinking. Take charge of your health with guidance rooted in science and experience. Visit joyhousepublishing.com now and claim your bonuses while they are available.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe now and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.